For our Learn Something New project, my husband Rupert and I decided to learn a new type of art. Rupert is an artist already, but this was very different from what he was used to, and I can't even draw a stick figure properly. So needless to say, this was something very new for us. Paper quilling is the art of rolling up thin strips of paper and gluing them together to make designs. These designs can be represented in a variety of ways, such as landscapes, florals, letterings, images, abstracts, and our personal favorite, vases, and replicas of famous works of art. The true origin of paper quilling is unknown. However, some believe it goes as far back as ancient Egypt or 1st century China. Others say as early as Victorian 13th century, as metal quilling used by French and Indian religious sects to embellish sacred books and was once called metal filigree. Noobs, or novices, like young Victorian girls, would easily take classes by masters who could teach them the art of metal filigree. Over time, these novices became expert practitioners in their art-making skills. When metal became a rather scarce medium of art, communities of artists turned to paper as a suitable replacement. Over the years, paper quilling became an art that members of all communities enjoyed. There are a few notable artists in the field of paper quilling. These experts have created works of art that are sold in galleries, used in videos, ads, magazines, and a variety of other platforms. Experts like Yulia Brodskaya, Anant Navari, and Lisa Nilsson are just some of the well-known artists who serve as a community of experts for this project. Yulia was the first artist that we met. Her work has been used in advertisements such as Nokia, Sephora, Godiva, Lamborghini, Oprah, Ford, and Cadbury. Paper portraits of Indian men by Anant Navari were used to showcase paper printed by Conqueror Paper Company in celebration of the company's 10-year anniversary. Lisa Nilsson created works of art using Japanese mulberry paper to show cross-sections of the human body. Likewise, there are plenty more novice crafters in the community that have created their own twists on the art of paper quilling. Rupert and I learned that having a plan and sticking to it was the only way to make this work. We learned the more mundane parts of this process can be accomplished sitting together on the couch watching past episodes of White Collar, Once Upon a Time, and Vampire Diaries. Laban Wenger taught us that legitimate peripheral participation, which explained how we, as noobs, became experienced members of the community of practice after we spent time getting acquainted with the tasks and vocabulary of the principles and processes of our community. As we built our paper quilling schema, we learned of some new technology that has become useful: quilling, filigree, gilded paper, artifacts, caliper of paper, gampi, and vellum. Vygotsky's zone of proximal development helped me to understand what tasks I could complete by myself, such as cutting, quilling, and gluing the paper, and what areas like creativity I needed from Rupert and our CLP expert. There are several artifacts that can be used to quill paper. We scoured Joann's, Michael's, and a few art stores to find them. Charming needles, quilling tools, paper, glue, and non-textured caliper paper. As we researched our experts, immersed ourselves into our process, gathered our artifacts, and began to create our artwork, we increased our cognitive load. By implementing an activity theory triangle, we were able to scaffold as we maintained order and worked toward our finished product. We created clear rules, a well-defined division of labor, used appropriate cognitive tools, and kept the lines of communication open. Initially, we wanted to take an art class together to learn how to do paper quilling from an expert. After exhausting all our resources to find a class that worked, we turned our efforts to the online platform and started our informal learning process. We Googled paper quilling and found images of crafty art, which was definitely not the culture of artists that we wanted to emulate. Eventually, we found Yulia and Anant. This may not have been the best approach in the long run, but it worked well enough for us at the time. We quickly discovered artwork like Gustav Klimt's and Van Gogh's Starry Night would not be the easiest and most realistic pieces to replicate. We had neither the time, resources, nor space in our small apartment to produce something as magnificent as that. Reflecting back on our experiences as novice paper quillers, all I could think about was the cognitive overload that we experienced as we learned about the art of paper quilling and what our final piece would look like. Our method employed Anant's rolled paper look, but kept with the easier form of abstract art rather than his defined facial constructs. Our paper art ways were beyond our meager novice level of understanding and skill, so we decided to create something that would be successful at. sufficiently challenge us, and ultimately lead us to feel like we have truly gained some sort of experience.